Ceballos, untouched and by Nketiah.
Tchouameni, delightful 1-2. Great football and a brilliant goal from Arsenal. And young Nketiah.
There. Ben White's in quickly, and then Smith Rowe gets the goal for Arsenal. Emil Smith Rowe does it again.
Martinelli! Tries one. Martinelli. Jorginho. Oh, he's hit. Oh, it's gone in. What a moment for Arsenal.
Oh yes, guys. First of all, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please tell me in the chat if you can hear me, because I don't have a clue if you can hear me. So, can you hear me, yes or no? We could be here a little while. Yes, you can hear me. You can hear me. Good, good. Thank you, Josh and Ryan in the chat. We'll go through the chat now quickly, and then we'll get into the stream. If you want to come on, then as always, just contact me and I'll send you the StreamYard link. Good afternoon, happy Friday. Straight back to you, bro. Palace Tottenham tonight. Hopefully they can slip up for the first time this season. Just I want them to lose at some point. Go all in for Tchouameni. We'll get on to that in a minute. Eddie hat-trick tomorrow. Yes, we love that. I actually think we'll talk about the Sheffield United game in a bit. But yeah, you never know. Ryan Tune says hi. Hello, Ryan. Yes, big up mic settings. Yes. It's just like I hear the rain, so I put my mic in so you can hear me better, and then I've got on the other side of that wall a little brother just chatting away to his girlfriend. And then yeah, as soon as I plug the mic in, they all shut up, which is likely. Yes, you can hear me. And Rory, hello to you as well. But yeah, we'll get straight into the stream. Because why not? Arsenal Tchouameni. I'm gonna leave this comment up because it's easier than me just posting another comment and having it as a headline. Go all in for Tchouameni. I disagree. I would love Tchouameni at the club, and I think we should be going in for him. I think we should. And I'm going to be doing a FIFA stream later. If all goes to plan, I will be doing a FIFA stream later and a FIFA stream tomorrow or EAFC. So Tchouameni, he might be on the transfer list. But I think we should be going in for him. I don't think we should go. He shouldn't be our top target. I've said it before. Our top target should be Gabriel Jesus, especially with the news coming out today, which we'll be going over in a minute. We need a striker. Yeah, I love Eddie Nketiah. My boy Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, Jesus is a baller as well. But we need a new striker. For me, we should be going all in for Ivan Toney. Tchouameni's great, and he'd be brilliant to have. A midfield of Tchouameni, Odegaard, and Declan Rice would be insane. But I think we should be going all in for Ivan Toney, a striker. In terms of Tchouameni, like statistical, I don't know. We'll go to Tchouameni transfer market. Tom. Hello, Jordan. Big up to you. Thanks for coming along. We're talking about a potential Liverpool target here in Tchouameni, Jordan, whose probably preferred destination would be Arsenal. Yeah. Let's go over Tchouameni. So he is a defensive midfielder. He's a number 6. I'm guessing we probably be going in for him to replace Thomas Partey, who once again we will be talking about in a minute. Tchouameni plays for Real Madrid at the moment. He's got a contract until 2028. Very, very big. Very, very big market value. In terms of this season, I think he's already scored a goal, to be fair. Has he played every I think he's played every game for Real Madrid. Which is good. As you can see, he's very versatile. His main position is the defensive midfielder, but he can also play number 8 and he can also play at centre half, which is good. You know, he's still young as well, so having a young, versatile option is very, very good. He joined Real Madrid for 80 million euros. 80 million euros. So it probably won't be easy to sign him. Because Real Madrid being Real Madrid, they'll probably see they'll probably see them making profit here. I reckon they'd be able to make profit off of Tchouameni. Yeah, I think they probably could, and I think, to be completely honest, Arsenal is probably his number 1 destination that he probably wants to come to at the moment because, you know, we're only on the high. It's guaranteed Champions League every year from this point because, you know, we finished second last year and we're not going to fall off. I think Arsenal would be a good step in his career for him. Obviously, you also have to like take what the words I'm looking for here. You also have to understand that he's playing for Real Madrid. It's the complete wrong choice of words, but it's what I'm gonna say. You know, he's playing for Real Madrid. I don't think he's going to want to leave Real Madrid. That is the problem. The only way we'll be able to get a player of Real Madrid is if we offer a lot of money. And I think Tchouameni's worth it, but do I see Arsenal doing that? Can I join? Yes, I've just sent the link out on some social media. So yeah, feel free to join. I'm guessing Jordan's going to be on his way any minute now. But yes, we're going to move on now. Actually, no. Before we move on, Jordan.
Yes, bro.
You alright, my man?
Yeah, man.
Good. Right. Tchouameni, what do you think of Tchouameni? And where do you think, if he was to leave, where do you think we'll see Tchouameni at the end of the season? Do you think he'll still be a Real Madrid player? Do you think he'll come to Arsenal, or do you think he'll move to a different club? Go for it.
Yeah, he's gonna make his decision for that to make his move where he want to go. But he's a great player, so he's great with strike outside the box. That's what he did last year in Qatar. He did very well with his instep, with his um right foot. So he's good, and I think if he goes to Arsenal, that could be a great choice for him. But yes, Arsenal, if he wants to come to a team. I know my club, we try our best to try to get this player. This player every minute he reject us, but I don't have any problem if he go to Arsenal. Despite I'm not a fan of him, so I really watch him. But if he go to Arsenal, I think you guys should get him. Indeed, he's good. He's talented, and he's a World Cup winner in 2018 with France, and he has the ability to help you guys win trophies. He won it with Real Madrid, he won Champions League, he won La Liga, despite he didn't win it last season, but he has that capability. He won 14 trophies now with Real Madrid, and he's a great player. So the guy need to go for it.
Yeah, I agree. If he had the choice, here's a question: if he had the choice between Liverpool and Arsenal, obviously you're a Liverpool fan, you probably want
Mm.
him to go to Liverpool, but logically, where do you think he would end up choosing to go?
Well, we have Dom already because if we never get Dom, we'll have got him to wear the number 8, but we got Dom, so we don't have any. Probably we're not going to be interested to get him anymore. So go to try to get it for someone else that can really bring in midfield for us. But for you guys, we know you guys need to go for him. And players like Jude, we linked to him before he rejected us. So anybody can reject us, and I think he will reject us um for you guys. Not because I'm not sure if the race between we and you guys for him starts it probably later on or in January there. I'm not sure, but I have to see. But probably Fabricio will let us know because it's him I'm getting the news in from. So yeah, so I'm gonna see what's gonna happen if Carlos Ancelotti will let him go.
I mean, for Real Madrid, it would be a big loss for Real Madrid if he was to leave because, the midfield that they currently have, Camavinga, Tchouameni,
Mm-hmm,
and Bellingham, that midfield
mm-hmm,
can go on for years and years and years and become better and better and better with the potential that they've all got. And,
yeah,
you know, they've got Danny Ceballos as well, the ex Arsenal goat. Danny Ceballos. I mean, if they were to lose him, I've already said it would be a massive loss, and they would have to look for a replacement immediately because I know they've got Cruz and Luka Modric, but I think
mm-hmm,
they're both aging a bit. Well, how much longer will they be able to go on for? And I think you know
yeah,
there's not many better options than Tchouameni that Real Madrid can go for, and getting a player off of Real Madrid's hands is never an easy task. But yeah, we're gonna move on now. Um, Gabriel Jesus and Thomas Partey both injured again. I mean, we saw what happened with Jesus. He was injured Champions League night. Uh, Jordan's gone. Hold on. I'm going to solo layout for a bit until Jordan's back. Um, well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Jesus injured in the Champions League. Um, Injured again, really. Like he's been arguably the best player for anyone in the Champions League this season, and losing out on a player like him, especially for Champions League nights, who's got experience, who can score goals, you know, it's not going to be easy. You know, I love Eddie Nketiah and Kai Havertz. Yeah, I think Eddie Nketiah, we'll get onto the Sheffield United game later. I think give him the game time, yeah. Um, he'll be good for the first few games, and then, as we've seen in the past, he will lack consistency during the next few games that he's played. You know, first few games that he's played, he'll score loads of goals. He'll score loads of goals. He did it last season. He did it the season before. He's already proved that he can do it this season. But then he will probably struggle for a lack of consistency throughout the whole thing, really. But, I'm going to have the players back. All he needs is confidence. And, I think he's going to have a very good game tomorrow because we don't really have a better option than Nketiah. So he will probably be starting. And I think he'll have a good game. I reckon he's going to score, but we'll get on to the Sheffield United game later. I've just said it again. But Jordan's not back yet. I'll go solo out for a little bit longer then. Yeah, Kai Havertz as well. With Jesus out, Kai Havertz will get much more opportunities. Hopefully he'll score a few more goals as well. Especially in false nine. He seems to play well false nine. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing Kai Havertz play more false nine because did it in the Community Shield, played well. Did it against Man City in the league, got an assist. And then another player that is questionable at the moment is Martin Odegaard. Kai Havertz came on for Odegaard at Stamford Bridge in the number 10, and he made an impact. Don't get me wrong, he made an impact. So Kai Havertz, yeah, get him back in the team and he will start cooking. Jordan, I know you have a lots of respect for Kai Havertz. Yeah. Do you think with him in the team, him playing false nine, or if Odegaard comes out of the team and he comes in more of an attacking midfielder role, number 10, do you think we'll be able to see more Kai Havertz and get the best out of his game?
Well, watching from the Bundesliga, you have great experience, goal scorer, but coming to the Prem, Chelsea didn't play in his correct position. He needs to play in his correct position. If you play in his correct position, you have a chance of scoring goals. You could have scored 20 to 30 goals in his correct position at this moment. But Kai Havertz, he's good. He's a great player, but I rate him a lot despite that support Germany. But the Premier League is not for him. He's not. He doesn't know his position. I feel sorry for him. But what should I do? But he needs to play in his correct position. That's the only thing that's really bothering him. His position where he should play.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. No one knows what his position is. We were all saying it at the start of the season. 10 games later, we're still asking the same question about Kai Havertz. I'm going to back the guy. He's come in for a lot of money. He's come in as another player to Arsenal from Chelsea. He's he never really settled in at Chelsea. We all knew he was going to struggle first few games. Give him the time. And Kai Havertz, we got another guest coming along in a minute. Give him the time. Play him in where he feels natural. I think Arteta's got to go up to Kai Havertz, say in a training session or after a training session or whenever they've got free time, have a meeting with Arteta and go, I want to start playing in a different position where I find natural. Whether that be false nine, whether that be number 10, because he came on for Odegaard at Stamford Bridge, made an impact, played false nine both times this season against City and has made an impact. So, yeah, we'll have to see with Kai Havertz. But
I think he's a false nine doing I think he's a false nine because we have saw him play in the Bundesliga. I think they're playing in a Bayer Leverkusen. He's in false nine. He's an attacking midfielder. He's not a center. Not a second striker or center forward. He's an attacking midfielder. So Chelsea didn't play him in his correct position. And the guy need to play him in his correct position as well. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Rory, you look to be struggling to get a hoodie off at the moment. So if if you need a minute or two, then yes. But
It's fine, man. It's just
yeah, how you doing?
I've been boiling all day today, so I had to take that jumper off. So
Yeah, same here. I mean, you know, Arteta's just had his press conference.
yeah,
We got transfer rumours coming out today as well. We've just been talking about Jesus and Partey's injuries. We talked about Tchouameni as well. Give us your overall thoughts on that. Dead trim.
oh my god. You know what? There's two sides of the coin. On one hand, I'm going to give Arteta credit, like overall this season, because we're somewhat still in the title race, like 2 points off the top. And we haven't played our full strength team once this season, and we're nearly in November. So crazy things. But on the other side of the argument, what is he teaching these players in training? Like, although you may expect me to go in on the manager here, but I don't blame him with the Partey and Jesus injury, because I heard what he said in his press conference, that he got injured by kicking a football.
I mean,
That's what he said, right?
Has he got legs
Obviously,
made
it
out of
wasn't
breadsticks
trying to
or
be,
something?
like that specific, but come on.
Has he got legs made of breadsticks? Like,
It's
kicking a football.
unbelievable.
Your job is kicking a football, and you're getting injured by kicking a football.
Like,
Go
was
and
it
find
was
a
it at his
different
gender reveal?
profession. Go and find a different profession at this point. If you're struggling to kick a football when you're literally a footballer, it's not going to go well for you.
I know, right? I mean, I guess it was his gender reveal. Probably. I don't know what is going on with him.
I mean,
and the audacity as well to come out this week and say, you know, I'm not happy at Arsenal because of the lack of minutes. Brother, you have not been available for how long now? How many big games have you played?
He's not played many.
How many big games has he played? Like, I can't name you any other than, I guess, both games against Tottenham last season. That's about it. Man City, not available. Although the second game against City, he was available. But, sorry, no, he was available in the second game against Man City. First game, of course, he wasn't. And that could have changed things if he was playing, because, of course, he was in good form. And secondly, about the minutes scenario, right? Whenever he has been fit, hasn't he played?
Oh.
This season, he played. I know he played at right back, but that's not the point here. He was disappointed for the lack of minutes. Right? Other than Chelsea, he has played every single minute when fit. So I don't know where on earth this has come from.
It's like when you're playing FIFA, you know. Say, here's an example.
Yeah.
You've got Martinelli, yeah. He's on the left wing. He's playing every game. He's scoring loads of goals, yeah. You drop him for a Carabao Cup first round match, and then he comes to you and messages you and says, I don't like the amount of game time I'm getting, boss.
Yeah, I know, right?
You've missed one game. And it's the Carabao Cup. Just because I played Reece Nelson or something. Like, come on.
Yeah. And another thing about the manager as well that I'm against, the goalkeeping situation is just scandalous. It's just, I can't get my head around it, right? People can blame Raya, this and that, but I think people have to start looking at the manager here, right? Firstly, he brought in David Raya, let's put it that way for a start. And secondly, he threw David Raya at the wrong time, right? He's the one who, you know, brought him into the starting 11. So at the end of the day, you can't really pin the blame on Raya too much this season, right? Although I don't think he was that bad midweek against Sevilla. I really don't. Yes, he had that wild punch at the end that could have easily ended up in the, back of the net. But say if he would have just stood there and not made an attempt to punch the ball, then we would have conceded anyway. So he had to do something, didn't he?
I mean, it's En-Nesyri, the FIFA 22 merchants.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember him as well. Very
that
well.
Class.
And the thing, obviously, I think it's about time to, start criticising Raya, like whenever he does make mistakes, because at the moment, when playing out from the back, he's very slow, and you can tell he's very nervous. I mean, not to discredit Brentford or anything, but there's a lot more pressure at Arsenal than there is at Brentford, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially, Arsenal, we're chasing for titles every year. Look, I'm not going to say little old Brentford, because I rate Brentford as a club, but, they're finishing mid-table every year. And, it might be good for them because, they've come up from the Championship. They haven't been in the Premier League before. They had a good first season, and now it looks like they're on the up. But, they're missing David Raya now. He's gone. They're missing Ivan Toney through suspension, and now they're struggling to get results.
Yeah, and another thing as well, when Ramsdale first came in, we were in the trenches. We were stuck in the mud, right? We lost 3 on the bounce, conceded 9 goals, and scored none, something ridiculous like that. Ramsdale came in, suddenly took Leno's spot, and of course the rest is history. And obviously I'm glad that Ramsdale has proved us all wrong, but let's be totally frank here, there was no pressure whatsoever, because we were in disarray, all right? Like, come on, let's be real here. We were so poor before Ramsdale eventually took that number 1 spot off Leno. So now, because we are chasing the league again and Ray has been thrown into the deep end, it's going to take a lot of pressure for him to suddenly get his distribution right. No Ivan Toney, which we are lacking, by the way, up top. So I think Arteta has to take a lot of responsibility. And another thing as well, he has pretty much lied to the whole fan base. Because
he does it every press conference. He does it every press conference.
He lied to the whole fan base when we first brought in David Raya, right? Rotation was his key words, all right? Rotation. I want competition, right? Rotating goalkeepers in the Carling Cup and the FA Cup, and then you have the other playing in the Champions League Premier League, isn't just rotating, all right?
No, that's having the number 1 and the number 2.
Yeah, it was similar to last season when we had Ramsdale and Turner.
Yeah.
The same again. And, it's a shame that although we haven't had many goalkeepers in the past, but since, I would say, Ospina and Szczesny, every goalkeeper we've bought, they've replaced the other that is number 1. So, yeah, I was pretty damn annoyed because when you say you're going to rotate the goalkeepers around and you just don't do it, I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about, mate? This is Arsenal Football Club and you're lying. And it's not the first time. Like, if Raya played the 2 games against Everton and Tottenham, then I'm cool with that. If, the case is we're going to start Ramsdale to then answer his critics and see how he does respond for being dropped. But now Raya has permanently taken that number 1 spot. It's not going to do Ramsdale good confidence either.
No, and
so if
some
he
of
ends up coming in, he could be under pressure as well. Mad pressure. Because if he has one bad game, what happens?
everyone's
He's
going to
dropped
be
for
on him.
life. Let
Yeah.
alone dropped from the starting 11. And I'm not saying Ramsdale didn't make mistakes or anything. It's just, when was the last time Ramsdale, I mean, what's the term? Had a repeat of, misplaced passes in a run of games? Because let's be honest, Raya has been doing it for a couple of games now where his passing has been really poor. But
Yeah.
I am going to somewhat defend him still.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Because
completely fair, to be completely honest,
I
because
don't think he's done a whole lot wrong. I really don't. Other than the fact he could have cost us 3 points in a couple of games. But at the same time, we wouldn't be unbeaten still, though, would we? If it wasn't for him against Tottenham. So, I don't know. It's a weird one. I can't lie. If I was Arteta, I'd have just stuck to my word and played Ramsdale in these, I wouldn't say meaningless games, because every Premier League game is a cup final to me. But if we play Ramsdale in these sort of games, a luxury home game where he can then prove to Arteta that he's still around, then that's cool. But if this trend just continues with Raya in goal, and then not Raya, Ramsdale is playing in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup matches, it's not going to do him good, right? Because Arteta brought in Ramsdale, he thinks it's all going to be rosy for him. And don't forget, he signed a new contract. I mean, like, what's going on here? What was the point signing him up on a new deal when all you're going to do is you're just going to replace him? And in fact, Raya is a loan deal, for God's sake. And by the looks of things, if he plays a certain amount of matches, that's going to turn permanent. So ends up activating the deal. I don't know. I'm not saying Raya's not a good goalkeeper. It's just, I'm annoyed about the manager, the fact he hasn't stuck with his word, and the fact he said he was, going to rotate, and he wanted competition in that area, and he's not doing it. That is my trouble, in my opinion. But yeah,
that is completely fair. You can back David Raya. Yeah, he's had a few. He's had a few under average performances, some average, some under average. But you can
below
back
average.
David Raya. Pardon?
Don't mean below average.
Yeah. You can back Raya. Kai Havertz will probably start at the weekend. I'll back Kai Havertz. Rob Holding, when he was still at the club, I was backing Rob Holding. You can back the more you back players, the better. And I'm probably gonna have to change the stream title, put David Raya in the thumbnail now, because we've been going on about goalkeepers for a long time. But yeah, True Gooner, big up Josh. Is EAFC glitch? I've been stuck on a loading screen for 20 minutes. Well, sure, hopefully that doesn't happen to me later.
Yeah,
Because,
I mean, it's been glitchy for me. Don't worry, mate.
It's been glitchy for everyone.
No, I swear I made a substitution on camera. Remember that episode where I made a substitution and it just didn't happen?
That's happened to me before. That happened to me as well. I mean, the game's broken. You're going to have to wait.
You also, I believe the players are a little bit glitchy as well.
Yeah.
Like, I had... no, I think it was... Wasn't it... Oh, I can't remember. Was it the third episode where I played Fulham and...
I mean, I've seen some...
They were playing with 10 men, technically. But
yeah, I've seen career mode this year, this FIFA, this EAFC, whatever you want to call it. I've seen episodes from other creators, some big, some small. You know, they've had players that have gone invisible. A
Yeah,
prime
yeah, that's what I was
example.
trying to say. I was
A,
trying to
pri-
think
a
of a better
prime
term for
example, yeah.
invisible.
Mark Goldbridge. I was watching his stream the other day. I think
Yeah.
he was playing. He was playing against Wolves, and I think
Yeah.
Cunha. He just went completely invisible, and he was mental.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
It was
That
class,
was
but
hilarious. But oh god, I swear it happened to me with Timber off camera. In fact, I think I was recording another gameplay, or it may have been online, and I had Joey and Timber, and then he disappeared. It's just super awkward. It really is. But the substitution one baffled me the most. Like they just didn't do the substitution when I told the game to. I feel like career mode itself, in terms of the menus, ain't that bad. It's just the gameplay. Like
Yeah.
we saw, 7-6s, 6-5s, 8-5s. You get what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah, it happens to everyone. You could be playing on beginner difficulty and you'd scrape a 7-6 win. Right?
oh my god.
I mean,
You may have to change the thumbnail again because now all we're talking about is the FC24.
but yeah, guys, tune in later. Most likely we'll be doing a stream on that. We'll have glitches, I'm sure of it. But yeah. Let's talk about the Sheffield United game now to end it off. We've been waffling for 40 minutes. So yes. Sheffield United game. I think last time we played them at the Emirates, was it in lockdown? And we won 2-1.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that was
the last time
we
played Sheffield United was
3-0.
in lockdown away from home, and we won 3-0.
Yeah, I remember that game. We had Kieran Tierney injured, so Granit Xhaka was our starting left back.
Oh, don't talk about that.
We had Lacazette up top.
Ceballos winning the midfield.
Yes. Think about it. He's at Real Madrid now. And
he's won the Champions League.
oh my god. It's crazy to think about. But yeah. Last time we played them at the Emirates, it was 2-1. 2 quick fire goals, and then they got one back. Bukayo Saka's first at the Emirates, actually.
Funny enough, Ramsdale was actually in goal for that game.
Yeah. Ramsdale was in goal.
Side, so.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I remember when Ramsdale came in, watching some behind the scenes videos. There was lots of banter about that, but it was just quite funny.
Yeah.
But Pepe scored as well. It was a good goal, to be fair. I think Bellerin got the assist.
No, Bellerin got the assist for the Saka goal, didn't he? Or did he get 2 assists?
He might have got 2 assists. We'll have a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's quite interesting.
Got 2 assists.
Right, head to head. Yeah, he got 2 assists.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Bellerin with a brace of assists, and Saka and Pepe getting the goals. Jeez, we had Willian, David Luiz. Oh, we had a midfield 2 of El Neni and Ceballos.
Oh my god.
Those were the days.
You would get relegated with that midfield at this day and age.
We nearly did get relegated.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, we have Maitland-Niles coming off the bench.
Oh
Jeez.
my god.
Oh, tell you what, we did have a player on the bench who I'd actually have back at the moment. In Joe Willock.
Yeah.
I'd have him at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, obviously Arteta's first full season, he was playing the 3 at the back, which didn't really work. Yeah, are you confident going into this one? Because I am. Don't know about you.
Yeah. I think we should be wiping the floor against these lot. However, I'm not going to come on here and count my chickens because, of course, last season, we didn't beat Southampton, who were rock bottom. So, yeah, I wouldn't take this game for granted, especially the way we have been performing at home. Yes, I know we did beat Man City, but these are the sort of games that we do turn complacent, and that shouldn't be the case, especially with the injury case as well. Is slightly worrying me. I can't lie. However, I would have rotated anyway. I mean, Kai Havertz up top, I guess, is an option. Tomiyasu probably should be keeping his place. I'm planning on making a video about him later, so yeah. Although I would rather Zinchenko start though, because this is a game of us dominating the play, and obviously Zinchenko is vital for that. Sheffield United are not going to come to the Emirates and play an exciting brand of football. It's not going to be, tiki-taka, all of that crap, right? They're going to come to the Emirates and defend. It's as simple as that. We finished runners-up last season. They're very aware of that, and I'm pretty sure the Bournemouth game as well from last season, I mean, we needed a last-minute Reece Nelson goal to bail us out. And I'm pretty sure that has, given the blueprint for other teams as well. I've been saying this for ages. Whenever these sort of teams come to the Emirates, I'm sure it's given the blueprints to a lot of these other teams that are mid-table-ish, that need points on the board. So they're just going to come to the Emirates and play for a 0-0. So we've got to, of course, adapt to the way we should be playing. Team lineup is going to be, again, very interesting. I think, again, rotation is key because, again, we can't risk any more injuries. I feel like Saka needs a rest. I feel like maybe you can... I don't know. Maybe. I was thinking of dropping Martinelli, but nah, I feel like we need that sort of pacing behind if they are going to come to the Emirates and park the bus. So I think we're going to need him there. I wouldn't mind Trossard starting or Havertz. Although, again, Trossard is much more effective off the bench. So I don't know. This could go either way. Parts of me feel like Arteta is going to just go full strength. And I think that is what he is going to do. He'll probably play Raya. He'll probably play Zinchenko. He will probably play Nketiah up top. And back onto this Nketiah situation, all right? We're not hyping him up, all right? We're not hyping Nketiah up. We are backing him to ultimately turn these work ethic performances into goals, pretty much. Right? So, mate, no one rates Nketiah apart from you, obviously. So, yeah, and every time he does step out on the pitch, we don't want him to fail or anything. It's just we're cheering his name. That's all we want to do. So I feel like, again, this team lineup could go either way. It's a huge chance for other players to then step in because, a lot of players like Fabio Vieira, what has happened to him, by the way, since Everton?
I don't know. It's like he got an assist against Everton. It gets ruled out. He's not in the squad against Chelsea. Was he in the squad against Seville? I'm gonna check now because I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Oh, he was. But that's only because you have your first team out, you have your first 11 out, and then in the Champions League you get a million subs to choose from. You have the whole squad there. It's like the international break.
Yeah. you have two keepers on the bench, innit? But yeah, Vieira was on the bench for that game. Like,
I mean,
at the moment, I can actually see Cedric making more Premier League appearances off the bench. I can't lie. Like, come on. I don't know what is going on with him. So maybe it's a chance of Fabio Vieira against Sheffield United, right? But maybe give Odegaard a rest as well, because he's been looking off the boil the last couple of weeks. So, mate, I don't know how this game is going to go. Well, it's pretty clear how it's going to go. We're going to dominate large portions of the game, and Sheffield United are going to play counter-attack. That's about it, really. And I think the lineup, this is what I would do. I'll play Ramsdale, Ben White, Saliba. I don't know. You know what? I'll play Ben White right back because we don't have anyone else there. And then you play Saliba, Gabriel. I'm tossing between Kivior and Gabriel. In fact, no, I don't really want to rotate the team too much. So we'll go Saliba, Gabriel, and then I will stick with Tomiyasu. Midfield, oh God, it's going to have to be Jorginho, Rice, and I mean, I would like to see either Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira play, but it's more likely going to be
Odegaard.
Odegaard. So yeah, or we could actually see Havertz back in the number 8 role. I mean, with Sheffield United playing Park the Bus and Havertz in the midfield, it's like he's practically playing as one of Sheffield United's fullbacks. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's like playing with 12 versus 10 with him in the midfield. So I hope it's not Havertz in the midfield or else I'm going to scream. But I think midfield, obviously Partey's not going to be fit. I would play, Jorginho, Rice and Odegaard. That midfield, I thought, other than Odegaard, was pretty decent against Sevilla. So, you know what, I'll stick with it for this game. On the right, I'm going to play Reece Nelson.
Fair enough.
Why not?
Why not?
It's going to be Saka, though. We know that already. But, with Saka's quality off the bench as well, with a whole 45 minutes to rest up. I know if he was going to get dropped anyway, he was still making an appearance. But let the guy have, 15 minutes at least to rest up. So, you know what? I would actually play Reece Nelson. I mean, what is the point signing upon a new contract if you're not going to play him? If you don't want to play him, then you might as well have shagged him off. Shagged him off? Bloody hell. Not shagged him off. Shanked him, that's what I was trying to say. Shanked him off to Crystal Palace or someone because... oh my days. And then on the left, I would go Martinelli. And then up top, I would go Havertz. That is a strong enough team to defeat Sheffield United. Obviously, Trusty is coming back to the Emirates, although he's never played at the Emirates for Arsenal. Let's be real. He's played in a couple of pre-season games in the MLS, but he's not played for Arsenal at the Emirates. So I think this is the first time he's actually touching grass. Sorry, not grass, the carpet. So yeah, again, strong enough team to beat Sheffield United, and hopefully, again, we don't turn complacent and we defend like we did against Man City and be wary of what Sheffield United can do, because their front two are actually decent, to be fair. So I feel like we can't underestimate this game. I just want goals galore, right?
What's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal.
Okay.
I think it's going to be goals galore. I mean, I believe Tuesday I predicted the game against Sevilla. Like, I don't think I've done that before, where I
Really
predict the
spot
whole
on.
game, other than the 2 goals that happened in the second half. I predicted them to happen in the first, but that was pretty spot on. So, you know what? I'm confident that we are going to score goals. An 8-0 would be nice, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not necessarily 8 goals I want. I just want a solid, compact performance from Arsenal and a clean sheet as well. 2 clean sheets at the Emirates will be good going, because it shows that we have turned the corner at home and we're not conceding many goals anymore. And suddenly we're starting to concede goals away from home. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as you've been talking along there, I promise I was listening, but I was doing something as well. I was, say I'm copying Josh all you want. This is my 11 that I'd go with. Got Ramsdale in goal. You got Ben White, Saliba, Tomiyasu, and Nketiah. I can see him dropping Gabriel. He did it at the start of the season. I can see him doing it here. I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. Yes, I think we'd be losing out there if he did, but I've just gone with it because I think he will.
But obviously he wouldn't play Partey at right back though, would he? Because he's not available. So
I mean, luckily not. Odegaard, Rice, and Smith Rowe. I want to see Smith Rowe get some game time. Jorginho's done nothing wrong. It's just
no.
Maybe we're gonna have the ball against Sheffield United, so I think it would be better if we had it further forward than at the back. And Jorginho, he slows it down. So maybe if we do get up to what my score prediction is, then maybe bring him on. Bring it down a little bit. Maybe bring on Gabriel as well. And then the front line, Saka, Nketiah, and Trossard. Trossard for me, he's looked very bright this season. I think it's about time he gets another game, another start. Saka, I've got a brave little prediction there with Saka, and same with Nketiah really.
He's going to start though. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I said at the start of the stream, if you were all there, when Nketiah first comes into the team, he scores goals, but then he lacks consistency, which can annoy some fans. But
always has a purple patch, don't he?
Yeah, he does. So obviously, Rory, you went with 3-0. I've gone 5-0. Very bold, but
5-0.
Yeah, I'll go. I said it at the start of the season. Sheffield United are going to get relegated. I predicted them to go to finish bottom of the table, and I think I stand by that.
I swear I saw something on Twitter that Sheffield United are one of the clubs that have actually made like the worst start. That they're like joint with teams like Sheffield Wednesday in the 90s.
They've only got 1 point so far.
Yeah, I swear Man City are in there as well.
Yeah.
Which just looks really weird.
Yeah. So, guys in the chat, get your score predictions in the chat. And for me, the goal scorers, I can't add text on here. I'm going to try the pen. Here we go. Prepare for something amazing. I'm going to go with their initials. It's going to happen. Eddie Nketiah is going to score. I mean, it's bound to happen. If he starts, he scores.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go Bukayo Saka. That looks like a 5.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bukayo Saka. But he's not going to score 1. He's done it for England at Old Trafford. He's getting a hat-trick.
Fair enough.
I stand by it. He's getting a hat-trick. And then off the bench, that looks awful, but Kai Havertz will get one as well.
You know what? I thought for a second you put Kieran Tierney, and I'm like, what are you doing?
What planet would I be living on? But yeah, That's
Hold
what
on,
I'm gonna
Nketiah,
go with.
Saka. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with. Hold on. If I do that, then you can all witness that again. Rory, who's scoring for you?
Havertz with 1.
Okay. Oh, this is touchscreen. Yes.
Touch. Oh, good. I'm gonna go with Odegaard because
Mhm.
he's probably gonna turn up this weekend with 1.
I'm saying he's getting a few
And then
assists.
yeah, and then the last scorer I'm gonna go. It's probably going to be Nketiah anyway.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling he's going to score.
Eddie Nketiah, number 14. Right, guys. I'm sorry, my handwriting's awful, but we're probably gonna end it there. We've been going on for an hour now. Thanks for
Yeah.
everyone that's come along, joined along in the stream as well. Thanks to Jordan, thanks to Rory as well, for coming along. Do appreciate it. You know, you've made consistent appearances as well, so thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Where can they find you? What content's coming up on the channel? Go on.
Well, yeah, obviously match reaction tomorrow. I might do a live preview tonight for the Sheffield United game, but at the same time, as you know, YouTube continue to take down my previews, so I might just not bother. But
I mean, what's the point? You do all this hard work, you know, you build up a channel as big as yours, then they try and take it all away from you.
I know, right? It's
Yeah, I'm going to
mad,
stop
but
talking about that on live stream because they will probably ban me again.
yeah. Unfortunately, I have to edit a stupid college video. It's just, oh man, the other guys did not have experience whatsoever for editing videos, so I have to do it. But there's no way I'm doing it tonight.
Nah,
No way.
I mean, your edits are very good, guys. Go check them out. They're very good.
Yeah, I swear it's like around 15 minutes long, and I've got to flipping edit it. Like, oh,
Unlucky. I mean, you could do that. You know, think about what you can do. For me, I don't know about you, but editing a 15-minute long video. I mean, I did one the other day. It took me like, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Don't know about you, but how long does it take?
for me,
Yeah.
it takes me about like 2 hours. It depends on the type of video. If it's a career mode episode, that takes me like it takes me nearly all night.
Yeah.
Because I've got to do the bloody audio, I've got to, you know, put texting, cut bits out, right, add, you know, different edits here and there. It's just, I mean, what else? Memes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but the thing is though, right? I don't know what the college edit's all about, but would you rather be doing that or a career mode episode? I mean, there's only one answer really. I mean, although it might take 2 hours, but at least when you're doing a FIFA video, you know, I find finding all the different memes, putting them all in, stuff like that. I think that's the best part about them, really. I think that's what I enjoy doing about it, and then, you know.
yeah, it's just the issue is it's college, and you know
Yeah.
what? If I spend like an hour doing it and they don't look back on it, I'm gonna be fuming.
Yeah.
Because like, what have I been editing for? I could have just edited a different vid of my own and just focus what I like doing the most, and that is filming on YouTube instead of filming for a Notion page. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah. I mean, guys, I'm gonna do a FIFA stream later. Who knows? Will we get glitches? Will we get highlights? Maybe coming out tomorrow. Because you know, you get all these big names, Angry Ginge, Danny Aaron's. I'm gonna be the next Angry Ginge, Danny Aaron's, you know. Who knows? You never know. Famous quote from KSI, Sidemen Reacts. You could be the next Danny Aaron's. But
Me?
anyone in general, really. But
Wow.
you know, to be Angry Ginge, to be Danny Aaron's, you know, you've got to stream. Then you've got to like full on save the stream, and then you've got to edit highlights. Which, if you guys would be interested in that, then maybe just do it live. Maybe upload highlights. We'll see. But yeah, I'm planning to do a FIFA stream later, and tomorrow there will be another one coming at. I'm gonna try and do it at 3 o'clock because then we can also watch the Arsenal game, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Rory, thanks again for coming on.
Yeah. Hopefully, because I've got a Halloween party on Saturday, there's no, complacency tomorrow. Honestly,
Yeah,
please don't put in a Halloween performance. That's all I'm asking for, Arsenal. But luckily, I'm here on Saturday, so hopefully we'll actually win.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, guys, go check this guy out. Go give him a subscribe. Go give him a subscribe. That's terrible English. Go subscribe to him, and we'll see you later. I was trying to play the outro. That was the completely wrong video file, and I've stopped it for copyright. I'm not playing the outro today. I'll see you later.